Let me tell you a story, the most tragic story of my Destiny career. I was solo flawlessing Vesper's Host back when it was still the newest dungeon. I was about to kill the final boss with 1 DPS phase to go, and then Bill happened. Bill joined my fire team for no seeming reason out of nowhere, ruining my solo run, meaning I got no credit due to him joining even though I kicked him before he even spawned in. Unwritten rule number 1 of this video: when solo flawlessing, or any solo activity for that matter, always set your fire team on private. I had to learn this the hard way and I still get nightmares of Bill. I even invited the guy back afterwards and he said my name was on a checkpoint site, which was not true in the slightest. I think it was one of my viewers trolling me, to be honest, and I still hold a grudge to this day. Welcome to part 2 of Destiny's Unwritten Rules. Thank you so much for the support on the last one. I missed a few, so I'm excited to cover a few more with you guys today. If this video gets another 100 likes, I will attempt to do a part 3 of this until we run out of rules. And as always, if I miss any of your favorite unwritten rules, please leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to add it in the next one if there is a next one. Also, for more Destiny related talks, join the Discord, first link in the description. Rule number 2 is always eager edge your teammates into walls during flawless run. Okay, I'm not sure about the flawless runs, but in general, if you're playing with friends and you have eager edge on, it's kind of customary to try and get them killed somehow, whether it would be flinging them into the wall to do damage to them or just straight up pushing them off the map. Really don't recommend doing this with randoms unless you're waiting at a checkpoint. The randoms sometimes get very upset and it can just cause an all-out warfare. When in deep Stone Crypt, deafen, mute, turn off audio, cut your router off, cut your PC in half, and crank up the deep Stone lullaby during the spacewalk. Please take 15 seconds to enjoy this masterpiece with me. Okay, that was only 10 seconds, but seriously, I don't know why this is so beloved, but I'm glad it is. It's amazing. Number 4, if you have a Void Hunter on your team and you see them jump up to obviously cast a shadow shot, do not jump in front of it. Just stand still for 2 seconds when it's obvious. Also, like, Tether is a really good debuff. Obviously, it's not seen as much anymore, but still, it's an amazing super and super underutilized, even less utilized because people block it. To add on to this, Nova Bomb users, please, 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 let us know if you're Nova bombing. Let us know what's going on. The amount of times I have seen someone shoot a Nova bomb and then I pop Celestial Nighthawk Golden Gun just to dome the Nova bomb. That way none of us get the damage on the boss. Should be illegal. And also to add on to this, if you obviously see a Nova Bomb hurtling towards the boss, don't shoot it. You cancel his damage and you cancel your own. I really don't know why you can shoot a Nova Bomb that isn't yours, but I guess Bungie works in mysterious ways and makes for some pretty funny moments, so I guess I'll allow it. When given the opportunity to commend a teammate, always give blues when possible because it grants the most progress towards Guardian ranks. Green is second most. Shout out to Hoping on Hope for this because this is new information to me. But also when someone has good drip and obviously put good time into it, always hit them with the best dress commendation to show them that you noticed. Sometimes I think I get it because people randomly commend me, but honestly, when you feel drippy and when you look good, it kind of just makes my day when I get it. So make another Guardian's day when they look drippy. Number 6, this rule especially applies to what I said in the last video about helping new lights. When you see a new light patrolling in the Cosmodrome doing a patrol mission or a public event, it is always mandatory that you help these new lights out. Please, when doing public events, just make them heroic. A lot of new lights don't know how to or even what a heroic public event is, so just take the extra 20 seconds and do it. It helps new lights out and gives a little extra rewards. This was more popular back when Forsaken and pre-Forsaken days. Unfortunately, we have lost sight of public events and rarely do them anymore. So especially when there is a new light there, help the little guy out and give him a warm welcome. Also, don't be scared to befriend him because the easiest way to make new friends in Destiny nowadays is simply just don't be a dick. Jumping into nothingness. I'm not really sure why. I guess someone was just bored in Destiny 1 and decided to pass the time by continuously jumping to their death in the tower. Again, I don't know why, but I did my fair share of this in Destiny 1 and even nowadays in Destiny 2. I personally always get the don't pick me up ball up top over and over and keep resetting myself. Also, it's a courtesy act to join any other Guardian you may see doing this, whether it be in raids, waiting for someone to come back, or just in the tower. Just be a good person and join in on the killing yourself. Number 8, so Bungie actually voiced on this themselves, so it's kind of a written rule, but if you cause the most recent raid wipe, you plant the next banner. For example, if you're doing eyes during Garden of Salvation's first boss and you mess up wiping the team, you are obligated not just by Destiny law, but by ethical law to say something like, "My bad guys, as you're placing the raid banner. Along with this, just have raid banners in general. Don't be the one guy to say, I don't have any raid banners, especially nowadays. That's kind of unheard of. So save yourself the embarrassment, go to Mommy Hawthorne and get yourself a decent amount of raid banners. Number 9, when farming for loot, like any GMs or raids, don't leave after one time. Don't be that guy. Even if you only want to do one run, you must do at least 2 to 3 more and then hit them with a quick, sorry, I gotta go. If you were just nice about it, a lot fewer people will get mad, and chances are it won't take that much longer. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of guilty of this one. You guys may see it on stream, but we don't talk about it. Number 10, if someone obviously has the wrong loadout on, always say something, but make sure you're nice about it. This lessens the risk of them ruining the run in any way. Also, a similar rule to yourself, make sure you have the right loadout and right gear on before joining a random LFG. This could be if you're joining someone for trials or joining a raid, just make sure you have a proper PvP or PvE loadout on respectively. This also lessens your risk of getting kicked from the fire team. In Destiny, when you revive someone, typically in trials, they sit still for like around 3 seconds and they can die pretty easily. So back in Destiny 1, players would slide into the revived player's character, making it so that the enemy would miss more shots. Nowadays, this is more so expected, especially in things like trials, not necessarily sliding into them, instead just shooting back or taking damage for your teammate. And for my Gambit players out there, don't constantly sit by the invasion portal just waiting to go in. And on top of this, don't completely neglect it either. This is super powerful when fighting against bosses. But the main one I want to talk about in Gambit is always bank when you can get a primeval. Always, even if it's 2 motes or it's 15. As soon as you hear the drifter say banking you could get a primeval, immediately sprint over there and deposit as fast as you can. I've been being forced to play Gambit a lot more recently, so every time I see someone not deposit their motes when we can get a primeval, we more than likely probably lose and probably have lost because of that. And lastly, the phases. Every Destiny player always will go through this, and I'm going into one of mine right now where I'm addicted to Destiny. This is the infamous quit phase. Everyone will constantly take Destiny breaks. For me, I took one entire break of Beyond Light and I kind of regretted it. But no matter how many hours you play, you always will hate Destiny for a bit and then come back after writing a strongly worded Steam review. But we all love the game and come back to it eventually. Uninstallment is a common side effect of this, but I expect to see you back on within like a week of this. Everyone I know has done this at least once, and I know I've gone through this a few times myself. So please let me know in the comments if I missed any of your guys' favorite unwritten rules. If this video gets 100 likes, I will attempt to make a part 3 of this. If you guys want to see me live, make sure to subscribe to see here on YouTube and check me out on Twitch on twitch.tv/midworth. Also, if you guys want to join the Discord for any Destiny talks or any other talks, it's the first link in the description. But I love you guys and I hope to see you in the next one.